Police.
Hi, it's June signing with the Journal.
Yes.
What's the name of this club that's on fire?
It's called The Station.
The Station?
Yep, The Station. It's a concert venue on Queeset Avenue.
How many people are we talking about?
Probably, I don't know, a lot, like 300, 400 people.
300, 400 people?
Something like that. Well, I don't know if there's that many still inside the club.
Yep.
But there were a lot of people there to see the concert.
What was the concert?
Great White.
Great White.
Yeah.
And how bad is this fire?
They're saying it's fully engulfed right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
They have lived it. The relatives and friends who lost loved ones, and the people who survived and were injured. Those who knew no one inside the Station nightclub on February 20th, 2003 have been touched too. For 10 years, we in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and beyond have lived this terrible story that began at 11:07 p.m. when a man lit pyrotechnics to start a show by a band at an old roadhouse in an old mill town. For 10 years, we have kept these images in our heads. The flames, the smoke, the sirens and screams, the flashing lights, the stretchers and ambulances, the badly burned, the dazed survivors, the word spreading by phone and email and knock on the door, the official body count rising by the hour. 8, 39, 50, 65, 75, 85, 86, 96, 99, and 73 days later, in a Boston hospital, 100. Loved ones experienced the funerals, the hospital stays, the trauma affecting mothers, daughters, sons, fathers, aunts, uncles, and friends, these many people who would come to be called the Station family. We have lived through each successive anniversary when hundreds have gathered at a site ringed by crosses. What brought more than 450 men and women, some of them teenagers, some of them grandparents, most somewhere in between, out on that cold winter night? The prospect of fun brought them. The chance to escape, if only for a while, brought them. A favorite band, Great White, which grew from the hard rock soil of 1970s California, brought them. This was not an evening at the symphony. No woodwinds played. These were working women and men who loved a loud beat in a bar where the beer was cold and plentiful. These were men and women remembered as good and decent by those who knew them best. She taught us about honesty, confidence, kindness, and respect for one another and ourselves, a student of teacher Abby Hoisington, 28, said in a Providence Journal special edition. He kept us young, said the parents of Billy Bernardi, 36. His kids were his life, said the sister of Carlos Pimentel Sr., 38. She believed in angels, said Patty Carbone of her sister Christine, 38. I believe she didn't get out because she was helping. I know her personality. She was helping, said a friend of Tammy Materahusa, 29, mother of 2. He had just turned his life around, said the mother of Kevin Dunn, 37. He was very happy. So 10 years have passed. Safety has become a commonly spoken word. In Rhode Island, sprinklers and other life-saving measures have been mandated by changes in fire codes. We no longer enter closed spaces without checking for the exit signs and the best route to safety. We know the worst that can happen. But elsewhere, the lessons go unheeded. The fire that killed 238 last month in Brazil was sadly familiar. No sprinklers, overcrowding, pyrotechnics lit off by a band, bodies stacked in piles at points of no escape. 10 years have passed. Some remain angry, believing that justice was not served, that those most responsible have not stood in public to accept blame. No trial was held. No owner, fire or building official, bouncer or band member was publicly questioned. Some people of the fire remain broken, perhaps never to be fixed. Others have healed. Children 10 years ago are now adults, unborn babies who would never know their parents are children now. We know that life goes on. At the place in West Warwick where men and women wanted only good times, mementos mark 100 dead. The morning sun spread shadows across the site. A frigid wind blows, sending fresh fallen snow into the air. It rattles the beads on Lisa Jean Kelly's cross and the flags on the memorial to Michael Gonsalves, the radio DJ known as Dr. Metal. The birthday balloons that Bob Johnson placed on his son Derek's cross shiver. The memory of everyone is real. For 10 years, so many people have lived this. We live it still.